Always fun to see how teams respond to either jubilant victories or devastating losses, and DeAndre Ayton floats it up.
Have changed their game, given themselves totally to the team, and John Collins and the Atlanta Hawks have benefited from it.
Crowder with a three, falling down. Beverly came out to contest. Crowder thought there was contact. Beverly another three. Rolls in and out. That one halfway down as Paul comes the other way, looking to push. Nice feet ahead. Ayton with the flush. There's Rondo. Rondo's played a lot of minutes first couple of games. Ball deflected. Here comes Chris Paul. Booker. Quick fire. That's good. His first field goal after starting 0 for 6.
Now, they're 6 games away from winning a championship.
Cam Johnson, nice fake, flips it up and in. Dominate a little bit here. Rondo on the drive, gets inside, pass to Batum, deflected and stolen. Here comes Craig. Craig to Johnson, Cam Johnson, sidestep back to Craig, layup off the glass is good. Only had 7 turnovers in game 1 and just 9 turnovers in game 2, the Clippers. And that's without a guy that normally is key for that. Oh, Cam Johnson up and under, beautiful move, and the Suns have tied the game. The shooting numbers have plummeted since the opening minutes. Both teams under 40% from the field. Chris Paul pulls up and nails it.
At home.
Bridges fakes, shot clock at 3. Bridges back out to Paul. Paul from the elbow, got it. Paul makes his move, gets in the paint, flips it up. Zubac with the block. Ayton back to Paul, kicks it out in the corner. Bridges, that's a 3. Here in this second quarter. Booker, foul line jumper, line drive is good. Mark, how has Chris Paul looked to you overall in his first game back after being out 11 days?
I think he looks fine, other than getting hit in that first half as Bridges gets the contact and the basket.
4 to shoot for Paul. Tries a three-pointer. That's good. An 18-point advantage for the Clippers. DeAndre Ayton on a nice feed from Paul. Chris Paul has 10 assists in the game. Crowder the rebound. Chris Paul steps up. Three-pointer is good.
What a performance by the Clippers on both sides of the floor.
Ayton. Beautiful maneuver around Zubac.
Or just to himself, because he's always talking.
Paul pulls up. Jump shot is good. Been a rough shooting night in his return.
Probably would have stayed the same way, but that's why I'm over here and Ty Lue's over there.
Well, the momentum shifted as Paul gets it to Ayton, lays it up and in. Momentum shifted in the series with the Clippers' victory. Clippers.
Good play by Morris, forcing the help. Easy drop-off pass.
Chris Paul finds some room, knocks down the shot. Well, he's been saying it the last couple of days, I've got to be better. Who has just been terrific. Misses the banker. Ball deflected, picked up by Paul. Suns look to run. Beats Booker. Last second, Booker's layup bounces around and drops through. Look at a post up, gets inside. Ayton did a good job contesting, and here comes Chris Paul. Throws it ahead to Bridges. Bridges sidestep layup and a goaltend. Ball above the cylinder.
Foot push shot, big time.
Crowder's jumper misses. Bridges trying to keep it alive. Poked away by Paul, and a new possession. Another miss from downtown, and 3 for 19.
But Mike, if you went through the 19, you would say all 19 are good.
Yeah, great looks as Ayton gets a gorgeous feed from Chris Paul.
When he went in the air, but getting it done in transition. Chris Paul patiently playing with pace, gets in the early pick and roll. Ayton does a great job of nobody pushed him there. That's good execution, and the Phoenix Suns rolling early.
As a pseudo point guard.
And we see that zone again on this possession.
Paul shoots over Zubac. Knocks down his second field goal. They're only down by 12. Paul looking, finds Bridges. Bridges, beautiful move on a gorgeous feed from Chris Paul. Creating his own shot. Leonard missing his 6th consecutive game with that sprained knee. Chris Paul lost it momentarily, gets it back, knocks down the jumper. And before he put the mask after he got bloodied, he looked like Robert De Niro in Raging Bull. Chris Paul, jump shot, got it.
That's the shot that's there all night long for Chris Paul.
Paul scoots inside between the legs, backing away, knocks it down. Oh, sweet move from Chris Paul.
Continuing to protect the basket.
And how about protecting the offensive weapon? Chris Paul, little wheel and deal through the legs, elevates mid-range. Nightmare.
A strong comeback. Chris Paul on the drive. Paul throws it up for Ayton. He throws it down. Beautifully executed.
Than the last two possessions, though.
Chris Paul back to Booker. Booker pulls up, puts it in. Devin Booker, big shot there. Chris Paul on the drive. Paul picks up his dribble, gets it right back, 5 to shoot. Paul makes his drive, gets to the rim, banks it home. And a 3-point lead for Phoenix. Paul hits the free throw, and that makes it a 2-point game, 7 seconds remaining. Two clutch free throws there from Chris Paul, who just knocked down a couple of key free throws. Make it 36 in a row. But Chris Paul can make it meaningless by knocking this one down. Missed the free throw. George has it and immediately fouled by Torrey Craig. Hits the rim, ball tipped, knocked loose. Paul has it and a whistle and a foul against the Clippers.
Chris Paul lost his shoe in the mayhem.
Fouls. That makes it a 3-point game. That'll do it. Paul George drives on Ayton, gets inside, knocked away by Booker. Paul struggles a bit with his dribble, now finds Booker. Booker for 3. Just terrific, especially in that fourth quarter of Game 4. DeAndre Ayton leads inside and throws it down. Marcus Morris tried to draw the charge, didn't get the whistle, and Ayton with his first bucket. 5 on the shot clock. Chris Paul pulls up, jump shot, that's good. Mikal Bridges, as we reach the midway point here of the first. Bridges, he steps into a three-pointer and knocks that one down. Back-to-back buckets for the Suns. That's his high in the series. We still have 5.5 to play in the first. Crowder cuts to the basket.
We just got to try to eliminate everyone else. But I like how our guys are planning to compete. We're going to give everything we got.
Thank you so
Yes,
much,
ma'am.
sir. I appreciate it. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Rachel. Chris Paul drills the jumper after DeMarcus Cousins in the open floor. Chris Paul pulling away, count it, and the foul. DeMarcus Cousins will pick up his first personal and a chance for a 3-point play for Paul.
Paul George has got to be aggressive. They're not going to win if he's not playing at a high level. Not in this series.
Chris Paul. Just 3 of 13 from 3, but they're not just settling for threes. Booker for 3, got it! Doing a lot of zone. He was yelling at Courtney Kirkland.
Everybody's been yelling at Courtney Kirkland.
Chris Paul gets inside, scoop layup, shot is good. Gets the bounce. Chris Paul in double figures. Long rebound, Ayton. Bridges on the pull-up, 2-pointer is good. The lead cut to 3.
In that zone again.
A zone that was very effective to start the game. Chris Paul dashes inside, foul line jumper, got it! First lead of the game for the Phoenix Suns. Go on the flagrant, you get the free throws plus possession. So it's a very important call. Throws it up, Ayton! Oh, beautiful move from Ayton! Anyone in this postseason by a wide margin.
But I agree with Coach. I want to finish these guys right now.
Saric, as Chris Paul sets him up beautifully. Morris picks up Chris Paul. Paul, crossover, got it! And Paul George has quieted this building here in Phoenix. Chris Paul with a jumper. That's good. Against the Lakers, 2 against Denver. Game 4 here against the Clippers. Can they get another one in advance to the finals? Alley-oop, Paul right on target to Mikal Bridges. He gets them started offensively tonight. Jay Crowder hits a 3. In the first 4 minutes, has 7 of their 9 points. An answer, three-pointer the other way. Now it's Jackson on. Paul has to hoist up the three-pointer, rattles it in. Chris Paul once again from downtown.
Chris Paul missed a couple mid-rangers to start, but now he's knocked in.
And giving him a burst of energy, especially on the offensive end.
No doubt about it. It's only the 7th game in the playoffs he's played as Chris Paul hits that mid-range jumper.
And it's the high pick-and-roll defense that gives Cousins a little problem as we see Saric with another 3.
As we were talking about off of the pick and roll, Chris Paul forcing the help and the drop-off pass. They're getting whatever they want out of the high screen and roll with DeMarcus Cousins involved.
And they got a couple mid-range jumpers when the 3 wasn't working for him. Now in rhythm.
Chris Paul in much better rhythm here in Game 6.
And they're affected at times. It's just the way the society is.
No, but why would you go on there if you know it's 90% negative as Paul hits a mid-ranger?
Paul to Ayton in a crowd. Ayton lays it up and in. Nice soft touch from the big man. Bridges to Paul. Paul gets in the paint, floats it up, shot is good. Chris Paul able to knock it down. He's got 14 points. He hadn't been to the playoffs in 10 years. He has shined in this postseason. Paul tied up, gets Bridges. Bridges off the glass.
Such a good cutter.
Chris Paul left open. Has plenty of time. Three-pointer. That's good. Paul from downtown. Nobody was near him. Chris Paul one-on-one with Cousins. Shot clock at 7. Paul, little shake and bake, drives past him. Left-handed layup. It's good. Paul with 4 to shoot. Paul puts up a 3. Puts it in. Chris Paul from downtown. And the lead back to 15. Cousins misses the free throw. That foul on Ayton was his second. 14-point lead. Minute gone by here in the 4th. Paul to the basket. Lays it up and in. Paul gets inside. Looks back. Nobody near him. Hits the jumper. 26 for Paul. And the lead up to 18.
And then snakes behind the backboard. Batum and Cousins have a miscommunication, and he gets the practice shot. The Suns are rolling, up 20.
26 points, 6 assists for Chris Paul. There's the screen set by Ayton. Paul, pull-up jumper, puts it in. Chris Paul does it again.
Chris Paul responded. Here, gets right to his spot, little fade, mid-ranger.
Paul step back three-pointer, puts it in, and the foul. Chance for a 4-point play.
Upset at what happened on the last play. Paul George took him down one-on-one, returns the favor. CP3 and the foul. Big time effort by Chris Paul, sensing the ability, the opportunity.
8 assists, 3 rebounds, couple of steals, and a 21-point lead for his Suns. Paul gets inside, flips it up, and in. Chris Paul dominating right now. 8 to shoot for Chris Paul.
Devin Booker's at half court talking to the fans.
Paul for 3, puts it in. 118-92, the Suns have blown it open.
We've seen this movie before. We have an issue on the court right now between both teams, but Chris Paul.
Beverly and Chris Paul.
That's never happened before, a team making the finals after missing the playoffs for 10 years or more. Paul putting on the finishing touches. What a performance from Chris Paul. And then they added Chris Paul and Jay Crowder, and this has been a dream season for the Phoenix Suns. And it's not over yet. Both coaches emptying the benches. So much emotion for Chris Paul. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday, and now he's going to be able to play for the NBA.
Chris Paul is in the NBA Finals. What do you think when you hear that sentence?
Man, it sounds damn good. Damn good. It's been a lot of work, man. A lot of work. Going to a new team, everybody staying the course. That team fight hard. T. Lue, unbelievable coach. Chauncey Billups, my big brother. So many ties to that team. But damn, this feels good.
Chris, in this game, there was a point the Clippers cut it to 7. You then scored 14 of 16 points on your way to 41 for the game. What kind of mission were you on?
Don't lose. Don't lose mission. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that feel good. I wish my son and my family come down here. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of emotions, a lot of injuries. I was getting an MRI yesterday on my wrist. A lot of shit going on. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I just want to get over there with my team, Rach. Respect. Appreciate you.
I'll talk to you when I give you the trophy. How about that? Back to you, Mike.